Hello students, let's start the next topic, that is arc length and the unit tangent. Then the first is about arc length. Now the definition, suppose there is a smooth curve rt is equal to xti plus ytj plus ztk. This is a curve, smooth curve where t is between a to b, that is traced exactly once as t increases from a to b. Its length will be integration from a to b square root of dx by dt bracket square plus dy by dt bracket square plus dz by dt bracket square dt. Okay, length of this smooth curve is integration from a to b, because t varies, this t variable t is varies from a to b, so integration from a to b square root of derivative of this x with respect to bracket square, similarly for y and z. Now here note one thing, that what is our velocity vector? If this is smooth curve r, then v is dr by dt. Dr by dt means that will be dx by dti from this plus dy by dtj plus dz by dtk. So from this, what will be modulus of what will be magnitude of v? Magnitude of v will be square root of dx by dt bracket square plus dy by dt bracket square plus dz by dt bracket square. Okay, means in space of this square root we can replace mod v. So length can be expressed as integration a to b mod of v dt. So we write here as if, so here is as mod v is square root of this quantity, so we can write length is square root a to b mod v dt. Now let us solve example. A glider is soaring upward along the helix, rt is cos ti plus sin tj plus tk. How far does the glider travel along its path from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 2 pi? So equation of helix is given. We have to find out how far glider travel, means we have to find out its length from the path t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 2 pi. So length can be given as, we have this formula, integration a to b mod v dt. That is, now a to b, t is time, that from 0 varies from 0 to 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi, what will be mod v? So first of all, from this rt we calculate velocity. So that will be dr by dt. So that will be minus sin ti plus cos tj plus k. Okay. So modulus of that will be minus sin t square plus cos t square plus 1 square dt. And after solving it, sin square t plus cos square t 1. So 1 square plus 1 plus 1 square, that is 1. So square root of 2 dt. So take square root common, integration of dt will be t with limit 0 to 2 pi. So our answer is 2 root 2 pi units. So it is length of that helix. Okay. Next is the definition of unit tangent vector. We denote it by t. Now what is unit tangent vector? Unit tangent vector of a smooth curve rt is, we denote it by capital T. It is dr by ds. S is here, S is arc length parameter. Okay, S is arc length parameter. T is dr by ds. We can write it as dr by dt upon ds by dt. Now this dr by dt means velocity, ds by dt is magnitude of velocity. So here, when, if here t is differentiable of differentiable function of t, whenever v will be differentiable, t will be differentiable function. So our unit tangent vector for smooth curve r is v upon magnitude of v. Okay. So let us solve examples of unit tangent, to find unit tangent vector and length of curves. First example, find unit tangent vector t and length of the following curves. Rt is ti plus 2 upon 3 t raised to 3 by 2 k. T varies from 0 to 8. Okay. So here Rt is ti plus 2 upon 3 t raised to 3 by 2 k. From this we will calculate v. V means dr by dt. Take its differentiation with respect to t. So derivative of t is 1. So here is I. Here 2 upon 3 constant. Derivative of t raised to 3 by 2 will be 3 by 2. T raised to 3 by 2 minus 1. So 2 by 3, 3 by 2 will get cancelled. We get t raised to half k. This is our v. From v we calculate modulus of v. Modulus of v will be square root of 1 square plus t raised to half bracket square, that it will be square root of 1 plus t. Therefore, our unit tangent vector t will be v upon, by formula, v upon magnitude of v. So that will be v is here coefficient of y 1 upon square root of 1 plus ti plus t raised to half means root t upon square root of 1 plus t k. And length is, what is, t varies from 0 to 8. So length is integration from 0 to 8 mod v dt. So here mod v is square root of 1 plus t dt is equal to, we integrate it, 1 plus t raised to half. So after integration we get 2 by 3, 1 plus t raised to 3 by 2, and after applying limit 0 to 8 we get answer 52 upon 3 here. Okay, after applying limit as upper limit 8, 2 by 3, 9 raised to 3 by 2. 9 raised to 3 by 2 means we can take it as square root of 9 raised to 3 means 3 cube will be here. So our final answer will be 52 upon 3. So next curve, second curve is v is equal to, so rt is equal to t cos ti plus t sin tj plus 2 root 2 upon 3 t raised to 3 by 2 k. Here we first calculate velocity, so that is take its derivative with respect to t. So here using u into v rule, derivative of t1, derivative of cos derivative of t1 cos t as it is, then t as it is, derivative of cos t minus sin t, like this, derivative of t cos t, here derivative of this t raised to 3 by 2. Okay, so modulus of v is square of coefficients of I, j and k. So here finally we get square root of 1 plus t bracket square. So our magnitude of v is 1 plus t. Therefore t unit tangent vector is v upon magnitude of v. So now we have this v, okay, and we also have this magnitude. So we divide by this magnitude to v. So we have divided to each of this component by magnitude of v, that is with t plus 1. And what about length? Formula for length is integration from 0 to pi, because in given example it is given t varies from 0 to pi. So here length 0 to pi mod v dt, that is 0 to pi mod v is 1 plus t dt. After integration and putting the limits we get answer pi square by 2 plus pi. Okay, here while solving this you should expand it, cos t minus t sin t bracket square, and these square sum terms will get cancelled. Again we use formula for cos square t plus sin square t. Okay, and after using that finally you get here 1 plus 2t plus t square. Okay, after cancellation 1 plus 2t plus t square, and that can be written as 1 plus t bracket square. Next example, find the point on the curve rt is 12 sin t I minus 12 cos t j plus 5t k at a distance 13 pi units along the curve from the origin in the direction opposite to the direction of increasing arc length. Now consider what we have to find out. Curve is given, we have to find a point on this curve, how much distance, 13 pi units from the origin, and what is direction opposite to the increasing arc length. So consider that point is P of T0. Suppose P of T0 denotes the required point. Now from this R we calculate V, that is dr by dt, its derivative with respect to t, that is 12 cos ti plus 12 sin tj plus 5k. Okay, now by the length formula, what is length? Now is distance from origin is 13 pi, so we are taking length 13 pi, and direction is opposite to the increasing arc length, direction opposite, so we are taking minus sign, minus 13 pi is equal to integration from origin from 0 to up to this point t0, so integration from 0 to 20 mod of v dt. So mod of v will be square of each of these coefficients, so 12 cot t, its square 144 cos square t plus its square 144 sin square t plus square of 5. So finally we can take 144 common. We get sin square t plus cos square t 1. Adding 25 we get 169. So square root of that is 13. Okay, 13 integration of dt with limit 0 to t0. So after applying limit we get 13 t0. What it means? Minus 13 pi is 13 t0 means t0 is equal to minus pi. Okay, therefore this point p of t0 will be p of minus pi. P of minus pi means this point position vector, that is r of minus pi. So r of minus pi means here r of t, here in place of t we replace minus pi. So if we replace t by minus pi we get 0 here. If we replace t by minus pi we get minus 12 into minus 1, that is plus 12. Here t by minus pi replaced, after that we get minus 5 pi. So this we get this point. Okay, means what? This point is at a distance 13 pi from this curve and its direction is opposite to the direction of increasing length. Next example, find the arc length parameter along the following curves from the point where t is equal to 0. Then find the length of the indicated portion of the curve. Okay, first find arc length parameter. Okay, where from the point t is equal to 0. So this is given, r of t is, position vector is given 1 plus 2ti plus 1 plus 3tj. Okay, 6 minus 60k, t varies from minus 1 to 0. Okay, this is r of t. From this we will calculate v, that is dr by dt, that is 2i plus 3j minus 6k, derivative of each of these terms. Okay, from this mod of v will be square root of 2 square plus 3 square plus minus 6 square, that is 7. So we calculate v, we calculate modulus of v, then st will be, what will be? Length integration of mod of v dt. Mod of v is 7, so 7 dt. Okay, with limits minus 1 from minus 1 to t. So after applying limit, after integration 7t with limits minus 1 to t, we get 7 in bracket t plus 1. Therefore what is length? Therefore this is length at time t. So length at time 0, length at I said 0 will be 7. We calculate it from minus 1 to t, but we have to find out it at t, at 0. So we put t is equal to 0 here, t is 0, so we get length as a 7. Next topic is curvature and the unit normal vector. So first there is a definition of curvature. Now what is curvature? The rate at which t turns, t means unit tangent vector. Okay, unit tangent vector is v upon modulus of v. The rate at which t turns per unit length along the curve is called curvature. The rate at which t turns for per unit length of the curve, for per unit length of the given curve, the rate at which t turns is called curvature. It is denoted by this symbol. It is called as a, this symbol is called as a kappa. Okay, thus if t is a unit tangent vector of a smooth curve, then the curvature of a function t is given by as, curvature is what? Rate of change of t per unit length. So this curvature is equal to magnitude of dt by ds, rate of change. So we calculate curvature by modulus of dt by ds. Now there is one remark. If value of this curvature is large, if curvature is large means what? T turns sharply as the particle passes through point P. Okay, if it is large, T turns sharply, turn will be sharp for that curve. Okay, if this curvature is close to 0 means T turns slowly. Another remark is, there is another formula for curvature. If the smooth curve R is in the term of parameter T. Now this curvature can be calculated as, now mod of dt, it is by formula mod of dt by ds. We can write it as mod of dt by dt into dt by ds, that is dt by dt, dt by ds. We can separate it. Now this can be written as 1 upon ds by dt okay, and this mod of dt by dt as it is. So ds by dt is nothing but v, dt by dt as it is. So curvature can also be expressed in this form, okay, where this t is unit tangent vector and we know its value is v upon magnitude of v. And third remark is, if C is a curve given by R is equal to Rx, C is any curve given by this equation where S is an arc length parameter, okay, then C is a straight line if and only if the curvature kappa equivalent to 0. Now you can imagine that curvature is 0 means what? Rate of change of unit tangent vector is 0 means that turns are turns are 0. Rate of change of unit tangent vector means there is a sharp turn or smooth turn, there is no turn. So you can consider, you can think at that curve must be a straight line as curvature is 0. It is if and only if condition. If C is a straight line, then curvature is a 0. If curvature is a 0, then C should be a straight line. Okay, so let us stop here. In next lecture we will learn further topics. Thank you.